530.
The shots fired on priority shoe driving.
Right now, an intense manhunt underway in Ouachita Parish for an escaped inmate. More on the suspect and how far the search has taken police. And all dressed up down to the badge, except he's not an officer. What or who caught a fake cop in Arkansas? Plus, where will Winsboro find the money to keep downtown beautiful? Our Brian Briggs is back from Winsboro with the answer. Thank you for choosing Fox 14. I'm Sarah Scarlett. First on Fox, breaking news from West Monroe. Police search for a man they say shot at them during a police pursuit. Take a look at the area. Police started searching this afternoon. It's a large area surrounded by I-20, New Natchitoches Road, Highway 594, and Vancil Road, surrounding the Westlake subdivision. That's where we find our Anna McAllister. Anna, what's the latest information from deputies on the chase and their manhunt?
Sarah, it's been nothing short of a chaotic Wednesday afternoon here in the Vancil Road area of West Monroe. What started off as a routine traffic stop turned into a gun-blazing car chase between a minor and police. Now, the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office say that the suspect is 17-year-old Green Oaks escapee Brandon McLean. After being stopped by law enforcement earlier this afternoon on Cypress Street, he allegedly sped off, leading police on a high-speed chase as he opened fire. He ditched the car on Kendallwood Road before fleeing on foot.
As I was leaving the subdivision, there was a small silver car that cut in front of me. It was going very fast, I would say maybe 50 miles an hour, and they pulled into a driveway there at a house. They were jumping out of the car before the car was even stopped.
OPSO and state police are currently spread out all over the area looking for McLean. The entire area near Vancil Road is occupied as the search for McLean continues. Now, authorities are saying that McLean is extremely dangerous and he is armed. So if you do see him, you are urged to stay away. Do not come up to this man. Please just call police. Now, tune back in at 9 o'clock to see what a man has to say who also had an altercation with McLean last year. Live in West Monroe, Fox 14, Ann McAllister.
Thanks, Anna. Only on Fox, we were able to get hold of the scanner traffic from today's police pursuit. You'll hear deputies chasing the suspect down Cypress Street and down Vancil Road.
We're fixing to get on 80. We just passed Parkdale. Suspect vehicle going approximately 95 miles per hour. He's running people off the road. I'm staying down 80 and I'm losing it because people are in the way. We're coming up on the railroad track. I think it's a little high. Turning into Westlake subdivision. We're turning out Kendallwood. All units be advised to class 3 on. The shots fired he shoot driving.
They're out there, guys, and they need you near 503 Kendallwood. Suspect's got on a blue bandana, armed with a handgun, dressed in all black clothing.
And you'll want to make sure that you stay updated with the latest information on this story by going to our website, myarklemus.com. Now on to a news update. A 17-year-old could face the death penalty in Arkansas for killing in Urbana last week. 17-year-old Chanson Hooks of Crossett now faces the same charge as 19-year-old Tristan Waller of Urbana, capital murder. Police say Hooks and Waller met the two victims for a drug deal, and the victims left but were asked to return to the meetup spot. Both were shot and one died. If convicted, Hooks and Waller could be sentenced to death or life in prison without parole. Well, area law enforcement officers in Arkansas are investigating a person that has been impersonating an officer. The Ashley and Chico County Sheriff's Departments are partnering with the Portland Police Department. A man wearing a badge and gun entered a business in Portland portraying himself as a police officer. The man said that he worked for the Chico County Sheriff's Department, but the business had never seen him before. The man is behind bars, but law enforcement officers want to make sure that the suspect didn't make any traffic stops.
If anybody has been stopped by an unmarked vehicle or maybe just felt uncomfortable on a stop, probably on Highway 82 East between maybe Montrose and Lake Village, to reach out and give us a call. And
Sheriff's deputies tell Fox 14's Gabrielle Pfeiffer about how you can make sure that you were not a victim. We'll have that for you coming up at 9. 2 people are dead after a small plane crashed on a levee road in St. Landry Parish. The crash happened on the levee at the Atchafalaya River on Spillway Levee Road. That's located near the St. Martin Parish line. The sheriff confirmed the deaths this afternoon. The Federal Aviation Administration is currently investigating the cause. Well, a former Louisiana sheriff has been arrested on sex charges dating back more than 4 decades. Former St. Tammany Sheriff Jack Strain has been indicted for aggravated rape starting in the late 1970s and continuing until the 80s. The 2 alleged victims were both younger than 12 at the time, and he's also accused of aggravated incest on 2 more victims younger than 18. Those alleged incidents beginning in 1996 until the mid-2000s. Strain was sheriff during that time frame.
In the fall of 2017, the Louisiana State Police, the FBI, and IRS presented me with evidence that former St. Tammany Parish Sheriff Jack Strain had engaged in sex crimes.
Now, if found guilty, the DA says Strain must serve a mandatory life sentence. Well, Louisiana is full of history. Many cities and towns have stories to tell, and the state provides funding for some Main Street communities to preserve their stories. Fox 14's Brian Briggs visited Winnsboro to learn more about the process and how much money it'll receive. Brian?
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. We are surrounded by history here in the Bayou State, and some cities fall into a certain distinguished group that allows them to tell their stories even into 2019.
All towns have sort of their thumbprint. They don't all look alike. They're all different.
Winnsboro is one of 34 Main Street communities in the state that has this distinction, and each year they're eligible for grants that allow the city to preserve itself.
And the grants are a 50-50 matching grant up to $10,000, from a minimum of $2,500 up to $10,000.
In order for a city to receive this distinction, a building must be 50 years old, located within the historic downtown district, and must be for commercial use only, with final approval through the local Historic District Commission, as well as the Louisiana Main Street office. They also need to follow the interior standards for rehabilitation.
It'll do a lot to get activity back downtown. I've been working extensively on trying to make sure we get broadband internet back. That's one of the big deals. I'm excited about the potential of this grant to revitalize the downtown.
The grants mainly go towards the upkeep of downtown beautification, and Winnsboro has benefited from these grants over the last few years.
Now, the grants are given out on an annual basis, and not only will this help give Winnsboro a facelift, but will also help them preserve what they value most, their history.
Everyone does things differently, but it's how the town developed. You maintain your historic integrity because that's sort of the heartbeat of your community, which is downtown.
Now, the deadline to apply for these grants is at 5 p.m. this coming Monday, June 17th, excuse me. If you live in a Main Street community and would like to apply for a grant, those details can be found at myarclemis.com. Live in the Media Control Center, Brian Briggs, Fox 14 News.
Thanks, Brian. Well, beating the summer heat with a dip in the pool is always a fun time, but with fun, you always have to be careful. Fox 14's Maya Hudgens has some startling numbers. Maya?
Sarah, as the temperature starts to rise and summer begins, kids can't wait to make a splash. However, parents should be aware of more things than just having a good time. According to the Louisiana Department of Health, the state has the highest drowning rate in the United States for children ages 1 through 14. Monroe City experts are wanting to make sure parents understand what to do before it's too late.
It's easy to drown as in 1 inch of water. Simply a tub full of water, a bucket full of water in your backyard. Pools that are unsupervised.
Being prepared should be a priority when around water this summer. At 9, you can find out what precautions you should be taking with your kids. In the studio, Maya Hudgens, Fox 14's News.
Thanks, Maya. Well, too many of our veterans come home with wounds that we can't see after answering our country's call. But thanks to you and your neighbors, they won't have to go hungry during their struggle to get back on their feet. Our food drive for homeless veterans has brought lots of ready-to-eat snacks and canned foods in. And we're hoping you can help beat last year's total of 10 tons. You have until the end of today to donate. And the United Way of Northeast Louisiana says the turnout has been sensational.
The turnout is incredible today as we're here at Jackson Street Church of Christ. Their community members have come together, of course, with KRD and KTVE news station, and United Way has come together to support this community.
A volunteer group of our co-workers, church partners, Max Fresh Market, and the Wellspring will be sorting and delivering again tomorrow. Thanks to you that they have the support that they need. Coming up on Fox 14, everything may not be peachy keen for Ruston, but they're staying strong. Peach Fest is still a go. Hear from Mayor Ronnie Walker about how the tornadoes have impacted the annual event. But first, Jared has a look at the forecast. Jared?
Sunshine across the area today, and a reinforcing shot of pretty much the same air mass helps us out again tomorrow. Changes in store for the weekend. A full look at the forecast as Fox 14 News at 5:30 continues.
Follow us on the KTVE NBC 10 KARD Fox 14 Facebook page.
I've got 6,000 reasons for you to enter the Twin City Outdoor Yard of the Week contest. And you're looking at it. This year's grand prize package valued at $6,000. Weekly winner announced Friday at 5:30, so enter now at myarclemis.com.
The Twin City Mayor's Committee on Disabilities is holding a fundraising banquet to recognize our scholarship recipients and to honor individuals and businesses that advocate for the disabled in Ouachita Parish. Join us July 16th, 6 to 9 p.m. in the West Monroe Convention Center. Get your tickets today.
This is Robert. A distracted driver hit him while changing lanes and he ended up in the hospital. Robert didn't hesitate. He called Morris Bart.
Robert hurt his ankle and needed surgery. He called me and we got him $141,000. One call, that's all.
Last year's ad campaign was a success for ChoiceHotels.com.
Bada book, bada boom.
This year, we're taking it up a notch.
So in this commercial, we see two travelers at a Comfort Inn with a glow around them. So people watching will be like, wow, maybe I'll glow too if I book direct at ChoiceHotels.com. Who glows? Just say bada book, bada boom.
Nobody glows.
He gets it.
Always the lowest price, guaranteed. Book now at ChoiceHotels.com.
News sponsored by Willis Knighton, home of the healthcare heroes.
Have you been thinking about covering your patio or screening it in? I am Paul Cooper, the patio cover and screen room man. Give me a call and I will come out and give you a free estimate. I will have samples of my materials to show you how it attaches to your house, the colors it comes in, and how much it's going to cost. So give me a call so we can show you how we can cover your patio or screen it in. Nobody in this area has installed more patio covers or screen rooms than me. And remember, when you hire me, I'll be there.
There's no greater feeling in the world than to save a life.
Real emergencies, real heroes. First Responders Live premieres tonight on Fox.
Fox 14 News at 5:30 continues.
April's tornadoes haven't stopped Ruston from putting on its annual Peach Festival. Fox 14's Ashley French is back to tell us how organizers are pulling it all together. Ashley?
Sarah, Ruston's Peach Festival is a cultural tradition dating back all the way to 1951. This year, the festival will feature music, arts and crafts, floats, shops, restaurants, and much more. The festival is set to kick off June 21st in downtown Ruston. Mayor Ronnie Walker is encouraging folks to come out despite the storm damage and continuing cleanup.
The biggest deal is there's still a lot of debris, but most of it's not in the affected area of downtown. So I don't see it being a big problem. There might be some parking areas around the city that used to be used that might have some debris yet. The debris removal is going really well.
If you'd like to know more information on admissions and scheduling, head over to our website at myalchemist.com. Reporting in studio, Ashley French, Fox 14 News.
Thanks, Ashley. Jared will have your full forecast after the break. Stay with us.
News sponsored by Go Auto Insurance.
Hey, how was your week? My in-laws were in town. I got a standing desk. I tried quinoa.
I took the dog to the groomer.
Make your weekends more exciting than the days before them.
We drove 3 hours to the kids' swim meet.
Right now, get $1,000 customer cash, plus a $1,000 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tacoma Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
I've got 6,000 reasons for you to enter the Twin City Outdoor Yard of the Week contest. And you're looking at it. This year's grand prize package valued at $6,000. Weekly winner announced Friday at 5:30, so enter now at myarclemis.com.
The Food Truck Festival and Tracker Boat Show is this weekend at Downtown River Market.
Have damage from recent storms? Energy Savers of America can get the job done, help filing claims, and guide you through the insurance process. We have the knowledge to help you with all your roofing needs.
Hi, I'm Jason Smith, owner of Energy Savers of America. Give us a call today and come home to quality.
Sports with Spencer Tillis, tonight on Fox 14 News at 9.
Attention patients with non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Roundup Weed Killer has been linked to non-Hodgkin lymphoma. If you have been diagnosed, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call attorney Morris Bart at 807-1000 right now.
We are celebrating Father's Day all month long at Lucky's Casino in Waverly. Register to win a sizzling outdoor grill. Drawing held June 14th. Plus Camo Cash drawings on June 7th, 14th, and 21st. Feeling lucky today? At Lucky's Casino in Waverly, you could win $1,000 on the spot. We're always open with the best customer service in town. Come on down to Lucky's Casino in Waverly, where the fun never ends and all we're missing is you.
News sponsored by Banner Ford of Monroe. Sponsored by bankruptcy attorney E. Orem Young. Now, Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Jared Floyd.
Start off looking at the new live Storm Tracker Doppler radar brought to you by E. Orem Young. We do have some light echoes across portions of Ouachita County. If there is rain, it will be very, very brief, but I would bet that most of it, if not all of it, is not reaching the ground. Air too dry at the surface. We're seeing temperatures right now in the 80s in many locations with dew points in the 50s, so it would take some pretty heavy downpours to get any kind of water down to the surface, and even then, by the time it got there, it would be pretty fairly light. Sunshine for most of us through the course of the afternoon. Some higher clouds along the Mississippi Valley, and you can see some of the residual cloud cover from the frontal boundary that's moving through our area as we speak. It is a weak cold front, but as I mentioned yesterday, and I think this is a kind of a good term to use, it will basically just reset the atmosphere. Cold front moved through the area late Sunday, early Monday, brought us all the cool, dry air that we've enjoyed over the last couple of days. And this air mass will basically keep us from warming up for another day or two longer. There's the boundary itself. Again, most of the elevated rainfall you're seeing back behind the front, but either way, this will advance off to the south and east as we head through the latter part of the night tonight and pave the way to a pretty quiet start of the weekend. Now, unfortunately, the dry air doesn't hang around that long, and while we will enjoy the next couple of days of dry air, southwesterly winds return into the weekend. Clouds start to trickle back in Saturday, and maybe even enough deep layered moisture to allow for some rainfall as early as Sunday. Temperatures right now in the low to mid 80s for most of us. Upper 80s sneaking back in along the I-49 corridor. Natchitoches at 88, Alexandria at 87, Texarkana at 83. So temperatures vary depending on location. Dew point temperatures, though, are still very much in the tolerable range. Most of us are in the 50s, and again, you would typically see more 64s and 65s on this map. And yes, a 7 or 8 degree drop in dew point temperatures does make that big of a difference, especially this time of year. We'll look for lows tonight back near 60. Clear, cool, very pleasant with winds generally out of the northwest between 5 and 10 miles per hour. High temperatures tomorrow back in the mid 80s. Still plenty of sunshine. A little bit of a cool down in some spots, maybe by a degree or two at best. Humidity values still very manageable and winds out of the north. Look at the rest of the forecast for the rest of the week. The warm-up commences Friday. We should touch 90 degrees in many spots on Saturday, but then the cloud cover starts to ramp back up, and the added moisture and humidity means rain chances. We'll look for afternoon highs in most spots to top back out in the upper end of the 80s to low morning lows in the low 70s as we work through the first and middle of next week. Again, the added cloud cover probably keeping temperatures from really getting out of hand, but morning lows will be a little bit more on the muggy side at that point. Just a general unsettled, more summer-like pattern through the first of next week. Also, now through tomorrow, make sure you enter your yard into the Twin City Outdoor Yard of the Week contest. Weekly winners announced each Friday. One of them will get the grand prize, which includes a new Gravely ZTR mower, a steel combi system, and a Hobie fishing kayak, all worth about $6,000. You can enter your yard by going to myarclimus.com and clicking on the contest tab. We've been taking yard entries for a while, and that ends tomorrow. So get it in now. More news right after the break. You're watching Fox 14 News at 5:30.
News sponsored by Interstate Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kevin Finley. We know that there are a lot of people who just do not want to go to the dentist. Well, if that's you, we have a place where you can come and get what you do want. All the dentistry that you need without the fear and anxiety. Our doctors and staff will take away any embarrassment you might have about your mouth. IV sedation can help you get the dentistry that you want in just a few visits. In a safe, comfortable place, you can take a nap and wake up to a new smile.
My experience at White Ford has just been exceptional. Each time that I have bought a vehicle from here, from service to purchasing the vehicle, it has just been a smooth transition each time I've come. Actually, I've never bought a vehicle anywhere else. It feels like family, they treat you like family, and it's even after the fact. From sales to service, I know that they've done their job, and I know that they've done it to the fullest of their ability, and they're proud of that.
Longhorn's new fire-grilled Hawaiian ribeye is the perfect break from grilling. If you don't take breaks, consider it research. Marbled, pineapple-topped, fire-grilled research. Come in for our Grill Master favorites, like the Longhorn Porterhouse, our new citrus herb chimichurri salmon, and for a limited time, our new fire-grilled Hawaiian ribeye. The feeling, the flavor, the place. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
At Franklin Medical Center in Winnsboro, we offer services and care to help keep you well. Our newly renovated facility features orthopedic care, along with great rehab facilities. Dr. Jed Robinson offers those with urologic conditions the most effective treatments with the highest level of skill and care. Our renovated emergency department is fully equipped and staffed with care that's better, faster, and close to home. Franklin Medical Center in Winnsboro, where our service is matched by the highest level of hometown care.
Fox 14 News at 5:30 continues.
If you've ever spent time with young children, you know their food choices can sometimes be a bit interesting. But when it comes to their well-being, when is it just a phase and when is it more? In today's Health Minute, Meredith Wood breaks it down for us.
ARFID can sometimes mask itself as a child being a picky eater. But when children start to experience significant weight loss or their physical growth is affected, medical professionals warn it can be much more.
It's very unique in that it seems to come up in younger childhood and really doesn't have anything to do with the child wanting to lose weight. It's just that they have a hypersensitivity often to textures and tastes and smells of food that causes them to not be interested in food, and as a result, they are restricting their food intake.
Paige Love, a registered dietitian who treats kids with ARFID, says almost every patient she sees eats the same limited diet.
Macaroni and cheese pizza, chicken nuggets, and usually chicken nuggets from a particular place, French fries, cheese quesadillas, or, a grilled cheese sandwich.
So children may experience vertical growth, but can be severely underweight and not producing muscle. Slowed reactions, anxiety disorders, and a fear of social situations a lot of times go hand in hand with ARFID diagnosis.
If kids just aren't having a normal progression of being open to trying other foods, and it starts to impact their growth, those to me are the big red flags that parents should be aware of and be talking to their pediatricians about.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
We'll have a final look at your full forecast after the break. Stay with us.
Captain D's new Fire grilled seafood. It's premium whole fish fillets and shrimp without the premium price. It's bold flavors like lemon pepper, blackened, and signature seasoning. Fire means flavor when the captain is coming. Captain D's.
It was a Friday night. I had just gotten off of work, and an 18-wheeler merged right into me. I called Morris Bart. He got me $200,000. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
It's a difference you can see and taste. Everyday tap water versus water filtered through the new Chief Water Purification System. Installed at your home or business, this system removes chlorine, chemicals, bad taste, and odors from your municipal water source. No more ring buildup around bathtubs. This system will extend the life of your washing machine, dishwasher, and hot water heater. No replacement filters, just a water hose to backflush the filter to keep it clean. It's a clear choice. Call your local distributor at Ken's Coffee Service today.
I found out about the orthopedic specialist at the Franklin Medical Center when I broke my collarbone. Found out that I had a fracture and that I would need to see an orthopedist. It went smoothly. Everyone was very friendly. They were very helpful. The doctor took time to sit and talk to me and explain the issues. The easiest appointment I think I've ever had. We're so lucky to have something like that here at the orthopedic clinic.
I'm going to take my car. What do I do? Before the repo man pays you a visit, call Sam. Sam can help you protect your assets and get back items already taken. Bankruptcy isn't what we do, it's all we do. Call Sam.
At Clayton Homes, we'll find you the right home for the right price. Once you've purchased your home, we'll always follow through with exceptional service. We've earned the 5-Star Service Award for 5 straight years.
Hi, I'm Eddie Butler. Let me show you how our service after sale is second to none.
I was pulling up to the red light on South Grand Street, and the car just ran right into the back of me.
Bill fractured his elbow in a rear-end car accident. He called and we went to work right away. We got Bill $130,000. One call, that's all.
Sheldon's having trouble keeping secrets.
You promised me you would keep my secrets. You're just going to have to figure out a way to do it.
Leonard, I'm moving out. Next Big Bang.
Finally, the 7-day forecast shows afternoon highs stopping back out in the mid to upper 80s. Plenty of sunshine over the next couple of days. But as all good things must come to an end, so does the pleasant conditions. We'll look for afternoon highs back in the upper end of the 80s with scattered showers and storms back in the first of next week. Morning lows will be in the low end of the 70s. And again, as we indicated earlier this week, you can really tell a lot by the overnight lows. The lower they go, it usually means the drier the air. And when you start seeing overnight lows in the low end of the 70s in late June, it usually means the muggies are back. And it was only going to be a matter of time until they returned anyway. But enjoy the next couple of days while they last. We'll keep an eye on the rain chances next week.
I mean, we had a good run.
Yep, and it's an encouraging start to the summer, I won't lie.
Definitely. That's going to be it for us. We'll see you back here at 9. Have a great night.